Oh, it's been a while since the disaster that was the open set iRacing 8500, but hey, we're back! And it's time to go racing again at the Chiropractors Best Friend Grand Prix. I'm sorry, the Detroit Grand Prix here at Belle Isle. So, yeah. 70 laps as is tradition. It's going to be a punishing race. I think I might just do what I've done before. Because I've seen drivers here that have wrecked themselves out over the course of the race and what have you. So we may qualify for a pit stall selection, maybe not. I don't know. More than likely, we're probably just going to start in the back. Because I guarantee you half of the field is going to be out before halfway or even near the end of the race. So with that being said, go grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack, and get ready for some chaos. Because we are in the middle of the Detroit River. Just along the back stretch over there is Windsor, Ontario, Canada. And right across the bridge over there, you see, it's Detroit. So we're going to go have fun in the middle of a river. Other than that, it's going to be a wacky race, as has been in previous iterations that we've run here. So, yeah. If I'm not sounding, if I don't sound all right, 2 weeks, a 2-week vacation to and from the Indy 500. My body is starting to slowly catch back up to the time zone that I'm used to. That specific time. Going from jumping 4 time zones and then back, it's throwing me off. Well, throwing my body off, so to say. What do you say? Let's go have some fun. Let's go ahead and mute this. Oh, good. Of course, Logan Edwards, top of the chart. Those are mainly qualifying times, I can tell. It's probably not going to be a well-attended race because this is Belle Isle, and it's not really that popular of a track. Even though it's the better version of the Detroit Grand Prix compared to the downtown circuit.
in on the left side. See in front of you, it's coming backwards. There you go, good job.
Whew. She did not want to turn.
One on the right side. Clear, clear, good job.
Whoa!
Hello?
Hello?
Hey guys,
What's up, Ryan?
how are you?
Doing alright?
Still recovering from the 500.
I was about to ask, yeah, I never had the chance to watch on race day, but I did catch up on it during the weekend. Yeah, that final lap was I hate swearing, but that last lap was fucking awesome. Yeah, I was watching it and I thought, I think Marcus has got this, and then somehow Felix just got that run, basically, like got that extra. Forgot what I was going to say, but he just got so much of a good run onto the home straight. I was like, wow, it's like I thought Lucas honestly had that.
Well, if you actually go and look, there's a photo from when they did the driver introductions on the stage before during opening ceremonies. Rosenquist is actually, while everybody else is looking straight ahead, Rosenquist is literally looking at the Borg Warner like he knew something.
Yeah, I was happy to see Felix win it though, because for me he's one of the nicest guys in IndyCar.
Yeah, it just tells you how much I've watched these races on iRacing. That was like the most iRacing Indy 500 that I've ever seen in real life. And so halfway down the backstretch, I just looked at my wife and said, it's going to be a photo finish. I mean, it was well before it was going to be a photo finish. I said, it just looked like how it was when we do races on iRacing. It just looked like it. I'm like, I think this is going to be a photo finish. So
Yeah.
half lap away, and I'm like, I'm already calling photo finish. Which wasn't too much of a limb to go out on, but still, it didn't look like, because it looked like off of two that they were racing for second so hard that Malukas kind of had it, but I just like, no, because when we did the Open 500. It was very reminiscent. It was first and second were side by side, and third place was a distant third. And then by the time they got to the start finish line, third place they went 3 wide at the line for the win. So I'm like, this looks very familiar to that Open 500 that we did. So I'm like, I think it's going to be a photo finish.
Yeah, that finish that gave me flashbacks to the not to the '92 finish, but the 2006 finish with Hornets Jr. and Marco.
Yeah, I was there for that one. That was a hot day.
Yeah, I've heard quite a lot of people have said that to me, like on a few Discords that I chat to sometimes. They say excuse me. They say that the 2006 was basically like one of the hottest days. If there was no shade, you were pretty much screwed.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, keep in mind, unless you're on the front stretch and you have the grandstands covering you, you're sitting on aluminum metal grandstands that are just amplifying the human body heat and the ambient heat and the sun and the radiant heat, and you're just sitting there cooking. I remember we went there with, I think we took a 12 of water and a 12 of Gatorade. They were smaller bottles, but still, we took a 12 of each, and we finished all of the Gatorade and almost all of the water, and we never had to go to the restroom because you're sweating so much it would just go right through you. So we never had to once. We drank all that liquid and never once had to go to the restroom. it just sweated out right out of you.
Yeah, I've been at my local racetrack up at Knock Hill. But I've been up there a few times, but it's been absolutely. Oh, this is going back. When was this? About 5 years ago, 5 or 10 years ago. It was basically like during like a heat wave during the summer. So yeah, basically like whatever I was drinking, like yourself, like Gatorade or just like normal water. It was just basically like yourself. There was no need to go to the bathroom or
right.
Just because it was sweating out so much. Yeah. But on the other hand, it did make me lose weight a little bit.
Water weight is what weighs us down the most. Yep. See how we're doing with registrants.
68.
Okay. IndyCar qualifying.
Yeah, I started to catch up on that actually.
In front of you now. Keep your eyes open. That's a great lap there, bud. Keep it up.
Yeah, I was so gutted though when I was watching the race and catching up during the race during the week, because as soon as I saw Dixon in the lead and stopped the race, I was saying to myself, please call it, please call it.
I would have been. I didn't want him. Look. If they would have called it, it would have been like the shortest Indy 500 ever, and I didn't want that. I wanted to see him go, but if he would have got another win, I would have been all right with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny watching what's his wife? The wife's name, is it Emma
Dixon.
Yeah, that's the one. I kept forgetting her name. She's like, oh, I think there's thunder in there, like just joking around. I'm like, so I was reading like social media after during that stoppage, and they were saying like, oh, she's been a bit of an arsehole, and it's like, dude, she's just joking around. Just
oh, she was. I tell you what, she was less obnoxious than Ashley Judd was for Dario Franchitti. So.
Oh, I could not stand her.
Yeah, she was very obnoxious. So.
Like, I think with Dixon's wife, people were taking it the wrong way, thinking, oh, she's been a bit up herself, I guess. But
no, man, she's been married with him for so long. He's only had that one win. She'd like to see him get another one too.
But I think like the Dixon family in general are just basically probably one of the coolest families around. Like they're like probably the most interactive, I guess, when it comes to like the fans and just IndyCar in general. Hey, Tony.
Hello. How's it going?
Going all right, man.
Excuse me.
Good to see you, Ryan. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good.
Did you enjoy the 500?
Oh, I loved it. that was amazing.
Yeah, I was just saying to Gary and Justin, that finish is like, as I said to them, my reaction at the time about that last lap was that was probably one of the best last laps I've seen in IndyCar when it comes to the 500.
Same. That was crazy. The way that Rosenqvist was able to keep it on the outside, man. And that run to the line, it's an instant classic. And the race itself was amazing. Like everybody was kind of racing the rain, so they were going crazy for it. So it was a lot of fun.
I think it was we were in the IndyCar Discord, the iRacing IndyCar Discord server, and everyone was chatting in there during the race. And I think
clear.
Clear. I called it on Rosenqvist, and it was like maybe 120 laps. You know, another 80 laps. There's so 80 to go, somewhere in there. And he's like, I think Rosenqvist has this. If we stay green, if we went green up until right to that last little bit inside of 20 laps or so. And he's like, if it stays green, he's gonna cycle to the top. And he was right. He called it about 80 laps before the end.
Nice. They had the perfect strategy. Like they were going to be so good, and nobody else was going to be even close. Like Pato had to save a ton of fuel.
Yeah, all those teams that were banking extra laps during those the extended yellow when it was raining, those are the ones that ended up coming up to the top at the end there.
Yeah. I was just happy that Rosenqvist took it because
Car on the right.
he had earned it.
Keep going.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then that caution in subsequent red, I was like, oh man, that's
Car is in the middle of the
It's
track.
like, come on, Kaio, come on. You've gone this far, and you're going to smack the wall with whatever to go. And then they call that quick yellow on
Schumacher.
Yeah.
And for a second there, it looked like Simpson had it, just based upon inheriting the lead and a late caution.
Was it Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin Simpson. Yeah.
Yeah.
He inherited the lead there at the end.
I could never pronounce his first name correct. For some reason, I always butcher it. But yeah, when that red flag happened after Colette's accident, people were saying like, "Oh, why is it a red flag? It wasn't even that bad." I'm like, take a look at the racetrack. There's debris.
I'm still not a. Go ahead.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't like about that is that if that accident happens on lap 20, they throw a caution.
Yeah,
and they're
exactly.
Gonna take 5-10 laps to fix it, and nobody's gonna bat an eye at it. So that's inconsistent in my eyes.
You took the words out of my mouth. It's a 500-mile race. It doesn't matter how it ends. It's a 500-mile race. You know it's a 500-mile race. They'd advertise that going in. That's what you're buying the tickets for. They're not hiding the fact that, we're going to do any gimmicks or anything. It's a 500-mile race. If that was back in the 80s, that would have been race done there. I know what they're trying to do for TV and for the fans and everything, but you're right. There's consistency, and you took the words kind of out of my mouth.
Yeah, which is why, again, I'm so happy that he took that from Mother.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, on top of that, with Colette's hit, they also had to check the safer barriers if there was any significant damage.
Yeah, exactly. And again, if that happens in the first half of the race, if they take 15 laps fixing it, nobody cares.
Yeah.
But all is right with the world, so.
Yeah, it ended up working out. I think everyone would have been happy if Malukas would have won. I agree with you. I think the right person won based upon over the entire length of the race, earning it, getting the right strategy, and putting himself in the right place at the right time.
I would
and it would have been a shame that if Colette would not have wrecked, he would have won anyways. So it would have been a shame that if that wreck ended up costing him a win. It's happened before in IndyCar history.
I'd have primary.
It would have been a shame that if that would have been that way.
All right, but it's kind of like they say, right? Like the Speedway chooses its winner. So
yes,
we definitely picked Rosenqvist.
I will give it to Malukas as well. I did like the way that I don't know how to describe it. The way he took that, he took losing that race. Like he was very, I guess, gracious.
Yeah.
Or it, like he said, I can't remember what he said at the banquet or whatever you call it the next day. But
Banquet, yeah.
He basically the way he came across it was classy. They basically said, I guess the speedway was not ready to choose me or something like that, or along those lines.
Feeling like he came out too short on the deal. He got to bury his head in his girlfriend's breast, so. It's like win-win, you know? It's like, yeah. You did all right, buddy. You did all right. Don't complain.
But he's a good kid.
Yeah.
Plus, plus the way he came back from like basically being fired by the Aaron McLaren and basically getting into a top team such as Penske, I think that's just an amazing thing.
I think he got really lucky with that, honestly.
He did.
Like
If he doesn't break his wrist, I don't know who. That might be Felipe Nasser's seat if he doesn't break his wrist.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't think
Clear.
that McLaren did anything wrong.
79.
With that. It's like, you know what, you broke your wrist. You cannot drive for us. You know there are rules of engagement in the contract, so we have to release you. It kind of put them against the wall there. So, but it worked out fine.
Or they just re-sign Will Power, you know.
That, you know, on one end, I'm still very upset at Penske for letting Will go, especially the way that they did it.
Yeah.
On the other, I think it has lit a fire under him now with Andretti, and you know, it hasn't been great, but you know, he was in contention for the win
Loading
for
in,
maybe 2-3 races
Okay.
this year. So,
Yeah, the team's let him down a couple times, and that's.
and he's overdriven and you know done
Yeah,
some silly things, which you know happens, but he'll get there.
Andretti's not quite Penske perfect yet, but
Yeah, probably never will, but
no,
Yeah.
they've had their moments.
they're getting there.
I will say the one thing Andretti needs to work on, and I'm probably being obvious with it as well, is their pit stops, because screw me, they're terrible.
They're so bad. They're so bad. All right, top speed is 42.73.
Oh, just barely bigger than what we had the other night. Okay, 42.73. It was a 42.39 the other night.
And I think I'm split too. And I'm car 15.
3 splits. And we got 27 in this split. Wow, that's even bigger than the Friday. Okay.
Yeah, I got 26 in mine.
All right, man, I'm going to move you down.
I'm actually going to go
I will.
so I can get a hold of a buddy of mine on here. I'm going to go bullshit with him during the race.
Okay. See ya.
Yep. I am not qualifying.
Hello.
Oh, this is going to be a fun race. You qualifying?
Yeah.
I was initially thinking about it, but I'm like, turn one's going to be a shit show.
It wasn't for the race I did on Wednesday where I fucking put it into the wall.
Oh, fuck.
Lap like 4 or 5 in the 11, 12, 12, 13 area.
Still the meme track as ever, but fun regardless. Oh, wow, 38% track usage. I'm in shock. It's not 100%. Oh, shit. We got a Red Bull scheme on track. We got a Red Bull F1 scheme on track. Oh, no. No way in hell I would have been able to hit the 113s.
No. Like, yeah, same.
So where were you at when you parked on race day morning?
There's a church over by turn 1 that's like a mile and a half out from my seats that I parked at. And it was like $25 to go to like the church school and all that to be able to get backpacks for kids who can't afford it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do that.
I'm still pissed at myself that you and I didn't get to meet and at least
Oh, so
shotgun
I
a
was
bush
on my
apple.
way. I was on my way. But
Were
the
you
thing
actually
is
staying in Terre Haute?
yeah.
Oh man.
But the thing is the where I walked through, I had to go through Gasoline Alley, but that's when they were pulling the cars through, so you could not walk through Gasoline Alley. So I had to like find my way back up, and by that point, I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna go find Cozy.
Yeah, you were over at turn 3, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, by that point, yeah, I got over to the turn 3, and then I went back to turn 2. I walked to the back stretch instead of going through the people in the infield.
Probably a smart move on your part. Yeah, the only person that was actually at the tweet up was Casey Knight.
Oh. I was getting there. Yeah. I needed to leave earlier next year.
So it seems like, as is before, most we can get, even if we go on map 5 or 6, it's like 21 laps on a tank.
I am fuel saving.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'll be doing.
Alright, don't forget, we need to change tire compounds during the race. You'll be on 1 to go. Make sure you get yourself something to drink. The estimated strength of field is 2,319. Right side on the restart.
Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out my
A lot of
chat.
debris typically around this racetrack, so we're going to have to monitor our temps. Be aware of those all day
Enjoy
long.
the show.
Closed right now.
God help us all. Oh man, that was a hard hit. Oh, I see they pushed us back. You ready for a good one?
We'll see.
No, there's a guy that's like 2 cars ahead of me. I legitimately feel bad for the guy because of his name.
Are you talking Tangy?
No, 23rd position, car 5. Liam Von Ow.
Oh.
Here we go.
Could be lining up behind the 18. They could be lining up behind the 13. Could be lining up behind the 21. Line up behind the 20. Looks like could be lining up behind the 22.
Good luck, driver.
Yeah, you too.
All right, bud, get ready here. Pace car's off. Have a good day. Green flag.
Wrecking behind and already.
Left side. Quarter clear.
Come on, man, you see
Flag.
the yellow flag?
Still there. Clear.
Jesus Christ. You idiots.
Trying to find a way around you, dude.
There's a wreck behind you. Very slow on the left. Keep going.
He was in such a rush, he shouldn't have started from the pits, idiot.
Didn't start from the pits.
But lots of patience here now. One
Talk
time.
about me, Alan. I didn't even start from the pits.
Nah, I won't talk about you.
Car stopped in the right-hander after 6.
Copy.
Another car stopped going into the left-hander section. Carousel, I'll say it.
That was a good one there, man. Right side, all clear.
Get that out of the way.
Thank you. Hitting in, hitting in.
Keep your eyes open. Stay on your toes. Go to the right. Spin. He's on the left. On the left. Fast guys are running 16.104. Be careful going through there. Car is sitting in the middle of the track. Help with these lappers, girl. Roger.
Go left, go left. Thank you.
It's only lap 7.
On your right.
Like
Clear.
got lucky.
Shenanigans.
No, I hit the wall in that little short shoot section where I hit it where it killed my race last time, and I got no damage.
Man. Keep it up.
Go around, go right.
I almost died out of 2.
Overcooked the tires.
No, I was just. It just wanted to make. It just wanted to slide. I got on throttle too hard.
Been there, done that.
camper ahead of you. Just an update, pass guys are running 16.354. Left side. Clear.
I got the University of Iowa fight song playing, being played by the University of Michigan band. Playing on my Spotify right now.
That just sounds so fucking wrong.
Got a slow car up there in front of you. Heads up. Pearl, let's get a little help with these lappers. 10-4. Doing a great job. Good smart racing, man. You got lots of room out the back. The gap is 4.
We're at the point where the reds are falling off enough to where I'm catching them on the primes. Oh, you're behind me.
Yeah, I'm on the alternates. I basically just started on them so I could dump them.
One off in the carousel section.
Got
Might tow.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna be able to get the fucking first set to be 25 laps. Jesus.
Nice, you motherfucker!
That was classic. I can make the field go 25 on this one. Nice. Thank God for map 3.
Your fast guys are running 16.93. He's in the middle of the track. In the middle, he's in the middle. Stopped almost. Earl, weed him through there. Roger.
ahead and go by, Jake. My tires are shot.
Left side.
I mean, Jack.
You're clear, clear.
Why'd I say Jake? It's Jack. Ugh.
Nice and smooth. We're going to be pitting you here in about 5. Way to manage that run. Good job.
Hitting in.
I think I've hit the end of my line.
Pitting behind you. Leader pit road. Hey, that last lap was good. The next car behind you is pitted. Front of you, in the middle of the track. Front of you, in the middle of the track.
Fourth place just been it.
Like first, or like the
No,
pitting
fourth.
first? Oh, fourth.
The car ahead of you just pitted. Are we coming this time, Chad? Negative, next time. Guys are running 16.651.
I'm gonna be pitting here, Jim. That basically has made it now I can just push.
Alright, fellas, here we come. Hit rip speed button. 10 away. 5 away. At your mark now. Come on, man. Turn it. You're gonna leave on me. Do not leave on the jack. Go. Car behind you, sit. Okay, you're good.
Man, they're dropping like flies.
Get these lappers out of the way, Earl. Roger.
Jeez.
it, baby. I need a couple more laps like that last one. Good, man. That's what you've been searching for. Couple up in front of you. Leaders a run of 17.436.
That same spot I hit
Doing
yesterday.
a great job.
Or on Wednesday. But I didn't hit it as hard.
My bat's damage.
About 7 minutes.
Oh, damn. This has not been a good week for you here. At least next week is Gateway. So what was it, like slight contact? How big of a hit was it? I wonder if Christian left. That sucks, though. not like that. It's starting to get greasy.
Pitting behind you. Coming halfway in the race, off on next lap. Leaders are running 16.856.
Somebody is blinking like a Christmas tree up there. And it's throwing my relative off. I think it's Jan. Ugh. lights yawn, he's blinking in and out like crazy.
Just an update, fast guys are running 16.521. The car ahead of you just pitted. Not bad. Keep it up. pit road now.
It's one way to leave your mark.
Keep after, but about 5 away.
Breaking point there.
T1 is the fastest car on the track. 14.947. Fueling up now should get us to the finish. Opinion 2. Leaders at a 15.937. Bring it around, pit this time, man. All right, gentlemen, here we go. 10 away. 5 away. That's your mark. No, turn in, nice and smooth. Go man, go. Good job, pit crew. Next car in front of you is pitting. All right, my man, we've got 20 laps to go right now. The update pass guys are running 15.948.
He's got to be on. He's got to be on the soft alternate tires.
lapper ahead of you. Nice and smooth, bud. If he's put too much pressure on you, just go ahead and let him go. Leaders are running 17.103. more, man. 10 more. Keep digging. Right side. Clear. Leader, pit road. guy's running 35.086. To go this time by. Bring on nice. Letting it roll through the center. You're looking good. P1 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 14.734. To go. P1 is the fastest car on the track. 14.591 on your right. White flag. Boss man looking good. Good job, man. Keep hauling out. Start spotting that entrance. Wrecker boss.
Good win, Tristan.
Alright, dog, you did a great job, man. You guys did a great job on that car.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Good racing, everyone.
That was fun, Miniac. It's another top 5 on the year. Take it. Yeah!
Coming at you, fellas. 10 away now. Now we need to get those fuel numbers, guys, so we can see where we're at there. 5 away. Turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Nice seeing you here, guys.
– 25th out of 26 cars, and we finished 4th. Surviving all the fucking chaos.
Yeah, I think I think that you just hit a cliff eventually.
Yeah,
and it's just too hard to overcome.
Oh, never mind.
Ugh, fucking hell.
Good race.
Yeah, that race was pretty awesome.
It was, yeah.
Oh man.
The single hottest race I've ever done is as far as like intensity and temperature in my apartment right now.
Yeah, man, I'm soaked. It's like 25 degrees plus in here. It's so warm.
It's terrible.
Well, my race was eventful. Started second to last, and I finished 4th.
Not bad.
That's pretty awesome.
Did you, yeah, did you do a pit lane start?
No, I didn't even qualify. I started from the back of the grid.
Yeah, not bad at all. I feel like when you don't qualify here, it's 9 times out of 10 better to just start from the pits because there's going to be a pile up in turn 3.
But yeah, I thought I threw everything away on lap 65. I was trying to set up a cutback in turn 3, but because I was turning in slightly later than normal, all the marbles are built up close to the wall. My front left hit it and just instantly locked. I went straight. I didn't actually think I was going to make it back onto the track before the wall, but I got pretty lucky that the car just about pulled up.
Yeah, for real. I saw it in my mirror and I was like, oh, he's off. And
then I panicked.
I thought that was right.
I panicked because I thought I was going to end up wiping out Esteban because obviously I figured he'd committed to the corner already. There's no way he can change line. And I'm like, oh, shit. I hope I don't just T-bone him by accident. Like, there's not much I could do. But luckily, I think he figured it out and he got past.
There was one guy in our split, Urim. Just out of nowhere, me and Christian Loxon are we're minding our own business. We're in the zone in our own respective areas on the track. Next thing we hear Urim just come over the radio, go, "Great job, you motherfucker!" And me and him both about wrecked ourselves out.
Yeah, this track is so tough.
Yeah.
So tough.
It's super fun. Like I feel like when you really get in the zone here, it's the best street track. But man, it is relentless.
Woo! 74 iRating gain.
But yeah, I really thought it was over for you on 65 there. When I saw it in my mirror, it looked like you had gone like deep into the escape road.
Way into the runoff.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got. I figured.
You hadn't.
Yeah, I figured maybe I'd be able to catch up, but yeah, I wasn't sure. Obviously, then Esteban got close, and I thought, okay, maybe I can get a sniff if these two guys start to fight. And then I got pretty lucky that, yeah.
Yeah, so I just hit the curb and
then,
like got spat out into him. It was pretty
there's
unfortunate.
nothing you could do because of the curb. And then the next corner at the end of the straight, I got lucky because you missed the corner, and I
don't even really know what happened. I braked like I felt like I'd been doing for the entire race, and it just locked the front.
Which curve did you hit?
Turn 3.
Oh.
Yeah, Esteban was on my outside, so I was trying to keep it tight and give him space. But I just, ironically, by giving him space, I ended up hitting him. But yeah, we were running 2 different sets today, Esteban and I, and I think the set I was running was fantastic on the primes, but it could not hang on to the alternates at all. So even when I passed her, I was like, this is still going to be insanely difficult.
Yeah, see, I figured because Esteban in the first stint was so good on the alternates, like his deck was pretty much the same as me. I thought, oh, these guys have figured it out. So when you passed, I thought, oh, he's not going to have the same drop off as the previous time slot, and that's probably the race over. And the gap kept going out and out and out, and then it seemed like you hit that cliff, and I thought, oh, maybe there's a shot here, like if he sinks again, and yeah, it's so tough.
It really is. Yeah, we kind of saw in the warm-up, we had 2 sets going, and from what Kevin was telling me, they were really close. But evidently one of them was much better in alternates, and we only figured that out like 10 minutes before the race, I think, when Esteban and I was doing some back-to-back running, like just running in each other's dirty air, and I could tell immediately his was better on alts, but I also had 0 laps in it, so I just figured,
oh god,
stick with what I've already run and hope.
Yeah, the 3 of us were so closely matched on pace.
Yeah.
Overall. Yeah, it was a really fun race.
Definitely the best race of the IIS season so far, I think.
Oh, yeah. That was, by lap 7, about half the field of split 2 was gone.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It was
in the trenches.
Well, I used to run in I told you I used to run in the NASCAR iRacing Fix series. The running joke was whenever a number of us would get in split 2 that knew each other's driving style, and there was a bunch of new guys in, and chaos would reign, the running joke was split 2 gonna split 2. This was split 2 gonna split 2. So top split had a SOF of 42.73. Split 2, which I was in, it was Monsters Inc. Code 2319. Oh, fuck me.
And there must have been 3 or 4 cars that they were driving perfectly fine. As soon as I got up behind them to lap them, they had a crash, like a half crash. Like at least 3 or 4 times I almost got wiped out because they almost wiped themselves out. It's proper sketchy.
To use NASCAR Thunder 2004 lingo, sounds like you hit the press B to intimidate button and it worked.
Exactly, yeah. As soon as I got into, 0.5, 0.6 away, I hit the button and then that was it. They started having issues. Oh, I am sweaty after that one.
Dude, I got my fan on at max, and it's not even hot, like blazing hot outside here in Vegas. It's only 81 degrees Fahrenheit. That's probably, if I remember correctly, 23, 24 Celsius.
Jeez, that's a really hot day where I'm from.
Well, I also have to factor in it's a dry heat.
But yeah, for me, like I've got a fan on, but it's just blowing hot air around at this stage.
Oh.
It's not doing anything. It's trying its hardest, but that's it.
Put your back into it, you bastard. I know you can blow cool air. I'm giving her all she's got.
It's pretty good, Oh, PSG won the Champions League.
Wait, who?
Paris Saint-Germain beat Arsenal. Oh, it went to penalties. That would be good to watch the highlights of.
Wait, they beat Arsenal? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was 1-1 in the 90 minutes and the extra time, and then they beat them 4-3 on penalties.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's gonna stink.
That's an absolute kick in the balls.
Indeed.
No pun intended on that, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I thought I'd wait and see if you say it.
If you thought this race was tiresome, just wait till we go to Chicago.
Yeah, luckily I'll not be here for that one, so I get to skip it. But to be fair, Gateway's next, and I feel like Gateway for 2 hours is pretty tough on the body. To be fair, just constantly turning the wheel.
It can be. If you got a good setup, it's not that bad. But if you have a nightmare, a hellish setup, aka the setup from hell itself, you're gonna have a bad time and you're gonna get one hell of a workout.
Yeah, it's gonna be a struggle.
Get ready for hyperjacking beyond belief. You thought the 500 was bad. Oh, son, you ain't seen nothing yet. But yeah, when we first ran the Chicago Street Circuit back in 22, I was so frustrated with that track. I literally, like, with venomous spit, I basically said, I effing hate this track. My gut instinct says qualify. So I did. Smart thing. Because I ended up finishing second on the podium.
That's pretty awesome.
In my
Yeah.
split.
Pretty good going.
Oh, dude, it was it would make the survival instinct of the survival game of Detroit look like nothing. I was kind of hoping we would get some rain on it, though, because, in my opinion, it's a lot more fun in the wet.
Yeah, I think Montreal's the next one that we potentially have rain at.
I tested it out within like 7-8 laps. The track, you get the notification, session's dry, and it's like, that's not much. And then supposedly it's going to be more
Towards
rain
the end of the race, I think.
like right around the time the checker flag falls. And it's like,
That's no use.
and I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I need to contact support and basically say, can we up the rain chances a little bit to where it's kind of like what it was for Barber? Let alone Portland, where we actually did get some rain.
Yeah, hopefully I'm around. I plan to do as much of the IIS stuff as I can, but it's hard to tell if other things are going to come up and sort of get in the way.
That's one thing I always factor in. Before I went to the 500 last weekend, a friend of mine asked me, "Are you going to try and find a way to run the IIS, the 125 lapper?" I was like, "Dude, I'm going to be on the road, and I'm going to be in Indianapolis at the time the IIS 125 lapper at the Brickyard happens." So, no. I didn't even think I was going to be able to make this one. As the old saying goes, when you basically have to make a bitch run to get back home to Vegas to essentially pay bills and what have you, let alone pay the rent. Yeah, you might as well just book it and then pay the bills and then squeak in Detroit. Now it's my turn.
I had the terrible idea of getting out of my rig for that. But my mic couldn't reach.
It's chirping in the background there. Let's bring in Peter Berriman, and here he is. And
Just about anytime he's in the lineup, he's a threat to win. And today he was that way. But I'm going to say that your last stint might have been a stint of just being a patient driver, knowing that maybe you had the winning hand in your hand, but you can't show that winning hand right away. Christian got around you with the red tires, and you had to think, man, there's still 12 to go. There's still plenty of time. I don't really need to drive myself in the wall to run this guy down. He's just going to come back to me, and that's kind of what happened. Although losing the position the way you did probably wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, first off, that was such an awesome race. Really, really enjoyable from start to finish. The first stint was kind of me surviving. I was trying to just not make any mistakes. I was under so much pressure from Esteban behind. The second stint then, obviously, I went slightly different on the strategy. I used a bit of hindsight from the previous time slot yesterday to go for the primaries in stint 2, but that ended up putting me under a lot of pressure. I knew if I could hold off Esteban for the first sort of 10 laps or so of that stint, that's typically when the crossover point roughly comes in. So whilst I did hold him off, we obviously lost quite a few seconds fighting each other, which brought Christian right into the argument. Considering how close he was, I figured it was almost a certainty that he would pass me. I didn't quite expect him to be as sort of aggressive and kind of risky with his overtake. I think I was quite kind to let that sort of work out without us both ending up in a wall. And to be honest, I thought the race was probably gone from there. I figured Esteban's degradation on the reds in the first stint was pretty good, so I didn't really think that I would have enough in the tank to catch up Christian in the end. But luckily for me, he started to cliff off pretty heavily. And at that point, I was sort of I went from thinking that the race was gone to all of a sudden I've got a really good opportunity. And then, yeah, I tried to set up the move in turn 3. The hard thing with these races going so long is the marble build-up is really heavy around the circuit. So
agreed.
I was on the outside trying to turn in slightly later than normal to get a cutback. My front left tire hits those marbles and I get an instant lock-up and there's not much I can do. I got pretty lucky, in all honesty, that I wasn't sort of stuck in the runoff completely because I would have lost so much lap time having to, flick spin the car or bang the car into reverse. So quite fortunate in that sense. And I figured that was probably the race gone and P3 was as good as it was going to get. Luckily for me then, the two guys ahead obviously started to fight and it was such a yo-yo inside my head thinking that the race win was there, then it was gone, and then all of a sudden the race win's back again. So in the end, I got quite lucky. I didn't actually have to make an overtake and both the cars sort of fell away for me and I kind of got waved through. Obviously the guys making mistakes, but yeah, super happy to win and easily probably one of the most enjoyable races I think I've done in sim racing in quite a long time.
Yeah, for sure. And Peter, we really enjoyed it up here at the booth. Colin, it was spectacular. We were talking with Christian, and when he passed you at the beginning of that last day, you guys started going, side by side through many places where you typically wouldn't go in Detroit, and you made it work. And then like you were talking about on that marble build-up when you went all the way to the outside in turn 3, that was a massive save from you. I wanted to, I was wondering, how was your tire degradation on the alternate tires? Because it seemed to be much better than what Christian ended up having. I think, at the end of the day, he also had a little bit more track temperature. He had a little bit more traffic in front of him. But how are you on your tire usage, especially on the alternate tire?
So I knew that I was quite strong. I think I was a little bit surprised by Esteban, how strong he was with his degradation based off of what I knew from, I think I raced Christian in the previous time slot on the Friday night, and I knew that his degradation on the reds was quite a bit worse. So once I saw that Esteban had good degradation on the red tire, I thought that obviously these guys have figured it out and it's going to be quite a different story. So my degradation was good, but with chatting away with Christian and Esteban, I believe they were both running 2 slightly different setups from each other, so potentially that's where the big difference was with the degradation for those guys. But as you said, obviously the benefit to running the red tire in stint 1 is we can have quite a bit less track temperature, 3 or 4 degrees, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but In Celsius, that's quite a difference for the car, the tires and the car balance and things like that. So, yeah, I think he probably knew that the last stint on Reds was going to be quite a struggle, which is probably explains why he was quite aggressive, trying to get past me at the beginning of the stint, because he needed to build that gap as far as he could, knowing that I would probably start to reel him in towards the end.
I don't know if we got Ryan's there. Ryan, you back?
He's seventh. No.
Okay, so he's on hold. I'll give you a chance to get some shout outs in there, Peter. Again, second win this season. You really like these street courses. Second win this season to back up your win at St. Pete. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone I want to say hi to before we let you go.
I'll just say thanks very much to you guys for the broadcast. Obviously, having the broadcast brings a lot of people together, and we get these high SOFs. I wish the IndyCar raced a lot more regular, especially for people like myself who can't really do the American time slots. Obviously, 2 a.m. isn't the most easy time slot for the likes of myself to do. So, yeah, I just want to say major thanks to you guys for doing the broadcasts, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do we have Ryan back yet?
Nope.
Ryan, you there? No? Okay. Ryan, I think Ryan had to take a walk away real quick. Unfortunately, not around to ask you questions. I'm sure he would. Congratulations, Peter. Second win this season here on the Top Split broadcast. We'll probably see you back later this season, maybe next week at Gateway on the Oval. But good to always have you in the lineup, and always a threat to win anytime you show up.
Yes, thanks very much, guys. You'll definitely see me next week. Maybe not fighting at the front, but I'll definitely give it a good shot at Gateway. So, yeah, thanks very much for your time, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday, guys.
I like how Peter automatically downplays that he's not going to be a contending for the win when we all know he will be. All right, Peter. See you in a week.
Have a good one, guys.
Congrats.
Joining us in the booth before we wrap up with final thoughts here is our IIS ambassador, Justin Petshower. You were in second split. How was your race?
Let me just say this. By lap 7 of 70, half the field was gone.
Wow.
Somehow I started 25th, and the barber strategy worked again. Finished 4th in second split. This race was nothing short of a survival of the fittest. Let's just put it like that. This is probably going to be my prep for when we go back to Chicago for the first time since 2022. Where that's an even bigger, and I mean bigger, with a capital B, survival of the fittest race, because it's a bullring street circuit. We'll call it that.
Yeah. It's a meme race. Yeah, that is for sure.
Other than that, strategies were all over the place. Track was greasy, but not as greasy as Long Beach and the Indy road course a couple weeks back. Other than that, I will definitely take this second top 5 of the year, and I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the weekend off. I am looking forward to Gateway, and I didn't even think I was going to be able to make this race. I thought I was going to be arriving back home later today from the Indy 500. Unfortunately, when life reminds you that you have to pay bills as soon as you can, you basically expedite it by at least a couple of days to get back home.
Well, we'll get your thoughts on attending the Indy 500 on Tuesday night when we wrap up the Indy Oval season at Auto Club, when we got the shot for the Indy Oval Championship between Adam Blocker and Robert Malechka. And also Robert's going to be going for the Triple Crown also in that race. So we'll get your Indy thoughts there. But, hey, top 5 today at a very high attrition race. And like we said during this race, we were talking about Ty, the drive to survive. It is a legit strategy, and it does work. Ryan, I don't know if Ryan's back, but we'll go for final thoughts here from Tony.
All right, I'm going to see if I can raid Kevin Ellis. Don't go anywhere, guys. That was pretty much the end of the show. This race will be uploaded in its entirety to my YouTube channel. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of the day off. I'm going to go grab some food, get myself rehydrated, so to say, and essentially get myself ready for 260 laps at Gateway next week. So, until we meet again, that has been the Chiropractor's Best Friend Grand Prix here at Belle Isle for the iRacing IndyCar Series. We somehow managed to pull out another top 5. I will take it. Other than that, take care of yourselves and each other. And if there's a heat wave coming towards you wherever you're at, please keep yourselves hydrated. Limit your time outdoors, whether it's in a dry heat or there's humidity involved. Just take care of yourselves. I will see y'all for Gateway. Sending it over to Kevin Ellis.